wasn't ready to go live yet, but I forgot. I'm gonna live stream in this room upstairs because my mum is in the kitchen doing food. I've been trying to live stream for ages, for the past hour or so, because I'm actually in the mood to live stream today, which is typical because I'm so late, so I probably won't be able to do this for very long. Well, I had some stuff to talk about, kind of, just in the title. I wish this thing would go away. So yeah, it's not really the best room because the light's like above me, so it's not really the best lighting. And the backdrop isn't the best either because it's like literal mountain of stuff in here. So otherwise it would be a great room to live stream because it's actually got light. The kitchen's pretty much the best place to live stream in. Oh well. I want to show you my outfit, which I would normally do in the kitchen. I have to here, so just excuse the mess. I literally don't know what to do with anything in this house because I kind of want to keep it, but there's literally like nothing you can actually do to neaten it up because it's so much stuff. It's not my fault because, like, you know, I was taught to be a hoarder, as in like when I was growing up, because I lost so many family members and friends. You know, people just kept fucking off out of our lives due to death or them just, you know, cutting us out. My mum decided, hey, seeing as how you know, she didn't actually say this to me, but this is like the gist. Seeing as how you've lost so many people, I'm going to let you keep all your stuff. Whereas most parents, I suppose, would encourage their children to get rid of stuff, like every now and again. But my mum didn't encourage me to do that. She kind of just like went, oh yeah, just keep everything because, you know, you've lost so much as it is. So I guess that's why I'm like this. But hey. And it's like a shameful thing, isn't it? You know, it's like a stigma that's a shameful thing to have a messy house or whatever, or be a hoarder. But I don't really think it is, especially as there's actual TV programs about it, where they come into your home and bloody film it and stuff. It's been a shameful thing. But I think things are different now than they used to be. Like where it was shameful back in the day, it's like more accepted now. And people understand. I don't know, I just don't know what to do with anything. I'd love to get rid of it. Like, logically, I'd love to just throw it all out. It's like most of it, I probably don't even know what I've got. Probably I could just like throw it out and then just never miss it until I decide, oh, remember that thing? I need that thing at the moment. And then think, oh shit, I've thrown it out. Or not know if I've thrown it out because I've not, you know, I've just thrown it out blindly without actually, you know, throwing, you know, like going, oh yes, here you go, I'm going to get rid of it. Make up a fraction of this stuff, my stuff. But the stuff I'm actually willing to get rid of, my mum wants to keep, so, you know, that's always been like a problem as well. And of course, I'm always like getting new stuff because I like getting stuff. I like getting stuff. I like stuff. I like stuff. I like stuff. I like buying stuff that I like. Obviously, I don't buy for just buying sake, obviously. I probably did do sometimes, but it's very occasionally. My mum just buys a lot, so it's not just me. It's not like you can say I'm just like the hoarder or anything. Hi, little Queen Ali. But it's like my mum hoards as well, I suppose. She's like just keeps everything as well. Like all the teddies. Like I'm quite willing to get rid of the teddies, but my mum doesn't want to get rid of them, even though they're just piled up high. Like nobody actually bothers with them, but she doesn't want to get rid of them anyway. And it's like, okay, helpful. Oh, cool. What's that? Oh, that's cute. I didn't even know I had that. Cool. I just looked at this. There's a bag of plushies over there. Hey, look, it's an episode of Hoarders UK. I should like film it. It's a shame my mum is so ashamed or whatever, because it'd be cool if we could get them in to help us or some shit. There's some videos and DVDs up there. I'm actually looking for my old drawings, like from when I was 9 or 10 or whatever. See, there's drawings in that box there, but they're the ones I drew when I was like a toddler, so they're really rubbish. But the ones where I was about 8 or 9, I really loved those because I used to tell stories with them, and the art was like better. What the hell is that supposed to be? Check this out. Apparently it's a cool dude. It looks like some kind of bird. I think my mum drew that one. So I've got some old drawings. Here's one I did on the computer. One of my first ones, a poodle. When I was like really into poodles, I drew this one. Sorry, it's not about the subjects in the title. I've got quite a lot of things to talk about. Look at the bloody sun. That is just crap. The hell? Why is some of its rays like just chopped off? Oh god. Back to the fucking, what are they called? Spammers again. Report. Even though it doesn't really do. I don't even know why they give you an option to report this shit, because it doesn't actually do anything. So I don't actually know what the point is, but I just do it anyway. Just for a laugh, really. Just for a laugh. Anyway, that's one of my old drawings from the computer. From Windows Paint. Windows Paint is great. I will admit, a lot of people will probably argue with me, but I actually really liked Windows Paint because you could actually do things with it. You know, like you could draw something and you could select a certain area and sort of move it around or make it bigger or smaller. But I can't do that with the more like modern, more sophisticated ones. I do believe it does have the option to do it, but I have no idea how. But I just find Windows Paint easier to bloody use. So you can move things around and you can do the flood fill. I find that with all the modern ones you can't do the flood fill because I'll draw something, a line, and then I'll do the flood fill thing and it'll just flood the entire thing instead of just flooding within the lines. It'll just flood the entire thing and it's really annoying. But that doesn't happen with Windows Paint. So Windows Paint for the win. But at least it's easier and it has features that all these modern shit doesn't really have, or at least I don't know how to do it. Like it's all encrypted. It's like you have to do a certain specific set of things in order to do it, these things. Whereas Windows Paint, it just has the option to do it and it's easy. Now it has the option, it does have a clear option on how to move things, like select an area and then move things on sort of like Critter, which is the one I use now, which is more professional but free. It's like a really good high quality one, but it's free paint program. But when you select an area to just move that bit, it just moves the entire canvas, which is annoying. It doesn't move the selected bit, it just moves the entire canvas. I like, what's the point of that? But I've seen other people do it and they move that area or they make something bigger or smaller. And it's like dead easy and I'm like, how do they do it? Because I can't do it. It must be something. One of those things where you have to go into a bloody drop down menu, do a bunch of things. Which is annoying. It should just do stuff on the actual options that are there. Anyway, so moving on, I'll talk about the style stuff now. I know it's not very interesting a topic, but it is to me. Anyway, so I was just thinking about, I don't know why, but I was thinking about my outfits and I was thinking about how, like, at one point, I tried to be trendy at one point. So this is what I'm wearing now. Again, excuse the feckin' mess in the background. And my lovely accordion down there. Look at how lovely it is. Blinding myself. So I was thinking, I don't really have a lot of garments in the kind of style I'm going for now. So this particular top is like a Victorian style top that I just got from Asda. And I bought it with the specific purpose of it going with that Lolita skirt that I've got, because I found none of my modern tops went with it. I thought that it would go with like lots of stuff, but I didn't think I looked very nice. So I got this one so that it would be like a mock sort of Lolita top, because, you know, Lolita fashion is very expensive, as is a lot of period, like more authentic period clothes that aren't just crappy costumes, because the crappy costume versions are always just like really low quality and just like this shiny material that makes it look obvious it's a costume from the local costume shop or online or something. So to get actually proper, more authentic looking stuff, you have to go very expensive. And even the more, they say there are like cheap versions of Lolita, but I've not seen it. It's still like in the hundreds. And it's like, it's still a lot of money, especially, I mean, if you're rich, you could probably say, oh yeah, that's cheap for Lolita or for period clothes. But if you're actually like proper poor, like the only thing that your money is spent on is food and bills, then nothing is cheap. Unless it's like £1, like that's cheap. Like people say, oh, it's only £1,000. And I'm like, that is my savings. In fact, less than that. My savings is less than that. Let's see. When am I going to twerk? Oh yes, when I become a hooker at a strip club, dancing on a pole. At the the 7th of yeah, never. That's when. Or if I die and I get reborn as somebody who's willing to be like a sex object. Yeah, that. Get out of here, pervert! Anyway, back to the more fucking serious stuff of my sophisticated fashion. You do realise that I am an aristocratic. I'm trans male, gender fluid, and only girls twerk. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe not hookers twerk, but like wannabe hookers also twerk. Like if they have no self-respect, like I am a sophisticated gentleman, why would I twerk? Like I know it's the in thing for everybody to be like hookers, so you might think, oh, it's not specifically hookers that do it, but it's like, yeah, because everybody's like made hooker-like things acceptable these days. So everybody, as in non-actual professional hookers twerk, but they're basically hookers. So there. So there. I don't care if you all think I'm judgmental, I am. Because I'm a snob. I'm an aristocratic snobby gentleman. What did they call it? I'm posh seen. So although I'm not rich, I live as if I am a rich lord. So there. And if you want proof, I have proof as well. Somewhere around here. Where'd it go? Oh yeah, here it is. 1 minute. Yeah, I got a freaking title. I'm a lord. Look, so there, I'm a lord. I am a lord. It's official. Look, I got the documents to prove it. I am an actual lord, and I own land. So there. Oh god, my eye is irritating me. It's just like so disrespectful to just ask some person to twerk. It's like, if I was that kind of person, you know, if I was that kind of channel, then yeah, fine. But I'm not, am I? Like, it started out as a weight gain channel, but it wasn't even like for a fetish. It was just like me, like people who were losing weight. It's like that. It's like a channel, oh, I'm gaining weight. And then people like just turned it into like a fetish thing. Like, oh, you're a fetish channel now. And like, oh yes, you know, gain weight for people and show your belly off and eat on camera and stuff. And at first I was thinking, oh yeah, that's a good idea. And, you know, like I got, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, you know, I went along with it because I thought, oh yay, I'm more popular than I ever was. And, oh, you know, it's easy money and shit. Because I was poor and I wanted to be, you know, I wanted to build up my money at the time. But then I learned that, you know, it's basically the same as fucking porn, so I stopped. Once I realised that it was like virtually like porn or like a fetish. I mean, I always kind of knew that blokes would probably be like fucking masturbating because, you know, even I got like turned on by fat people and stuff. But it never really like proper occurred to me that it was like I was virtually doing porn or whatever. So it's like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm a respectable person. I want to be taken seriously for my opinions and my talents and shit. So my channel is about my, like, it's like a vlog channel, and it's about me showing off my outfits and talking about them and talking about my life and showing my art and shit. And I know that's like vastly less popular than my belly content and fetish content, which is real shame. It's very depressing to me, but whatever. But I'm going to keep plugging away at it until I become famous for actually having a brain. And my beautiful looks. My handsome and sexy gentleman looks. Actually, I don't mind being fetishized as a bloke. For that's weird, isn't it? I think, oh, well, when it's a girl, it's like, oh, yes, it's dead cheap and shit. But, you know, it's like, oh, yes, I don't mind people appreciating me as a handsome, sexy gentleman. You can fetishize me of being a handsome, sexy gentleman if you like, from the Victorian era, but not as a girl. So shut up. So if I think someone's fetishizing me as a girl, I'm gonna say on your bike. But if you want to do it as me as a guy, then that's fine, because apparently it's okay for guys to do stuff like that. So yeah, apparently it's more acceptable for guys to do anything, like have multiple sexual partners. Like if you're a girl and you do that, you're a slut and a whore and stuff. And you're like, oh, you're cheap and nasty and low value. But if you're a guy, oh, you're a stud, and oh, you must be high value because you get lots of girls, and oh, yes, because I'm so rich and sexy and handsome and masculine and wonderful and high quality. You know, that's what it's like for a guy. And it's like not just my opinion, it's facts. That's always how it's been. It might be sort of less so now, like more acceptable for girls to be sluts now. I mean, have multiple partners now, but it's still a stigma thing even to this day. So yeah, it's still a thing. God, I look like my dad now. God, like just a few weeks ago, like a month ago, I looked like a normal person, but now I'm starting to look like my dad in certain lights. Jesus Christ. Without makeup on, I mean. I look like my dad, oh God. No offense, Dad. No offense, Dad. No, I do look like my dad, actually. Oh wow, I thought you were a female, sorry. So only hookers twerk. Well, no offense, I don't know if you're still watching, mister, but, when are you going to twerk? That kind of sounds really disrespectful, because it's like, it sounds like you're giving me an order. Like, it sounds like you're going, oh, you girl, you're just a fetish, twerk for me. You know, I'm a man. You must do as I say because you're a girl. It's like, that sounds really... Do you know how disrespectful and rude that sounds? Like I say, it just makes me feel like I'm just a sexual object to you. And I hate that. And I've been at this for so long now, I've told people, like, multiple times in all my streams and all my videos, I've even done a specific video about it, that I'm not a fetish channel. I don't do weird shit like that anymore. Like I said, I did the belly stuff before because I thought that, oh yeah, it's just people appreciating my fatness, like my weight gain and stuff. But then when I realised it was, oh, it's just a fetish and they just want me as a sexual object, and it's like, fuck that. So, it's disgusting. So that's how it sounds, and that's why I said about hookers, because it just sounds like you're treating me like as if I'm a hooker, just for your sexual gratification or something. When you order me to twerk like that, oh, when are you going to twerk, woman? Get on with it, woman. It's like, no, that's rude. It's only hookers twerk. Ugh. Puke. Hookers and wannabe hookers. Cheap, nasty females do that. People didn't do that back in the respectable era of the normal era. This is just not a normal era, is it? So, I suppose anything can happen. No, I'm male. Yeah, that was pretty disrespectful of me. I apologise. Well, good. And yes, I do sell art. And I'm not telling you how old I am. I'm old, so there. I'm 1,000 years old, if you must know. I have been through a few eras. But I've decided I'm sticking with the 17th century to Victorian era because they're my favourites. They're my favourites. Disgusting behaviour. It's not just you, it's a few people, you know, few people have just like ordered me to do things like, oh, show your belly, do this, do that on camera. It's like, I'm not I don't really call them, I'm not a person, like, if you want to order me around to do things like that, then you've got to pay me. Oh, God. See, I get all these fucking spam shit. Take a while. Oh, God, see. Like, I don't know how many times I reported this arse wipe. It's not working anymore. It's just, there's too many of them. I think I'm just going to have to leave them. There's so many of them. I don't know how I'm going to get out of this. Because it doesn't matter how many times I keep telling people I'm not a fetish channel. People keep going on about it as if I am. And I still get all these unwanted spam shitty comments. Acting as if I'm porn. Fuck off. Jesus Christ. Can I just do a hit on them or send them all to bloody outer space or something. I'd love to do that. So you don't think that women dance for their man in private in the old days? Well, yeah, they did, but this is public. Like, I'm a stranger to you. You're not my man. This is different. I'm a total stranger to you. Whether it's the olden days or not, it's still disrespectful to ask a random stranger whether you think it's a female or not. Like, you think I'm a female. Like, say, for instance, I am a female. It would be disrespect of you, a random stranger, to ask me, a random stranger female, to twerk for them. Like, you're saying there that, oh, so you don't think it was, acceptable to dance for your man privately? And it's like, that's the very point. It's like people can do whatever they want to do in private. But you can't ask a total stranger to dance for you in a sexual way, which twerking is. I don't care what people call it now. I don't care what excuses people make, but twerking is a more sexual dance. Like a hooker or pole dancer or stripper would do. I don't care if it's more normalized now. I don't care. If you do it, like, it's your choice if you want to do it in public. Like, you're not typically a stripper or you're not typically a hooker. Like, you can do it if you want. If someone's willing to do it, that's fine. But I have standards. I have certain standards, and they're my personal standards, and I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to twerk for someone, or strip for someone, or dance in a sexual way for someone who's a virtual stranger in public. I'm upstairs I'm getting ready, I'm getting changed.
Well, yes, but you've been up there for like 15 minutes. Come on.
Right, okay.
I see you press the lights on.
Ugh, that's my mum in the background yelling at me as usual. Definitely professional. Definitely a professional. Got no bloody time to do it. Anyway, so, as I was saying before, so rudely interrupted. My mum's also rude, ordering me around, a grown-up person. Oh, for fuck's sake. I'm gonna scream in a minute. Are you okay? Good. I'm sick of all the interruptions, no offence. So I get ordered around and interrupted by my mum as a grown-up. And I also get ordered around by random strangers on the internet. Great. My life is fantastic. I remember back in the olden days where people like me were respected and not ordered around and not expected to dance erotically for random strangers. Back in the days, back in the 17th century when I was an aristocratic gentleman, like for real, biologically. So depressing. Oh, woe is me. That I was born into this abomination of a female body to live the rest of my days a lie. I'm living my life in this body now, but on the inside, I'm basically an aristocratic gentleman from the 17th to 18th century, trapped in this female body, being sexually harassed by people on the internet. How the hell am I going to convey my real self to the world successfully? I know people have done it. That's the good thing about this era, is that it's acceptable to be your real self now. But back in the olden days, you had to live a lie. So basically, I was the real me in the era where you had to live a lie. But in this era where it's more acceptable, I am born into a lie. Ugh. Seriously, actress. I just said I'm a guy. I'd be an actor. Ugh, I despair. I absolutely despair. Anyway, on that note, I am meeting with an okay, so I'll take and I mean, it's Sunday tomorrow, so I can't live stream tomorrow, but anyway, like I say, everything's just like, it's just like fucked off. I'm just like really fucked off because I wasn't able to do the stream properly, so I'll try again. I can't say Monday because I'm meeting up with my actor friend, but one of these days I'm going to do like a part 2 of this live stream. Bye.